What do John and Jod send us now? What does Crazy Eye see here? Another shave skin? Good! These Knights of St. Pellen need all the help they can get. Crazy Eye and the other Bandari have done all they can. Maybe it's your turn to help now. Are you living in a dog's den? Imperial skirmishers have been raiding this camp, stealing the Knight's supplies. This one and friends were just passing through, but the Bandari help when they can. Like Crazy Eye doesn't have anything better to do. Bah! If the Knights appreciated the Bandari, they'd fatten this one's purse. Crazy Eye doesn't like to work for free, do you? Or maybe since you're not Bandari, they'll pay you. If you want to help, see the Knight Commander Sherilyn.
I'm not at all sure we can turn this around.
There's a sight for a sore eye. Someone who looks like they can spill blood for a righteous cause. The Imperials have just about licked us. I've only got a few knights left who are fit to fight. I've had to recruit Bandari to defend the camp. Frankly, this place isn't easy to defend. It was originally just a little two-man outpost, here to guard the road. With enemies to the north and south, we decided to increase our presence here. Turns out that was a mistake. For starters, it drew knights away from the garrison. That's part of why it fell so easily. The other problem is that we stockpiled supplies here we couldn't protect. They're gone now, though. One more raid, and we might as well retreat to Evermore. By St. Pellen's beard. Of course there is. Biggest problem right now is the Bandari. I've got wounded knights, but my healers can't heal them without supplies. I know the Bandari are sitting on a bunch of poultices. They need to share. That's what I was hoping. Old Silverpaws over there is the one calling the shots for them. See if you can convince him to cough up some of those poultices. We've got lives on the line here. Try not to let that Bandari skeeve out of doing his part. Those damn cats have an excuse for everything. Of course not. The Knights of St. Pellen set up an outpost here to protect the trade routes. The Bandari's livelihood depends on us keeping Martyr's Crossing safe. We shouldn't have to pay them to help protect it. We have to figure out where they're coming from first. So far, the Imperials have been raiding at night. I sent scouts to try to track them, but they never came back. You think the supplies are all they wanted? Not a chance. Those fobbing bastards want to drive us out. They're trying to break the supply lines between Evermore and Bangkorai Garrison. They'll keep raiding until they do.
Greetings. Normally I would take pride in telling you that I am the most worldly Bandari merchant in old Tamriel. I would present you with a lavish display of the amazing variety of goods I have to offer, but I cannot do that today. Not everything, but I did see some of our goods in the last raid. Me and the other Bandari were busy helping the knights defend the barricades. We didn't see the Imperials slip into our tents and steal our most valuable possessions. Do they? Did Knight Commander Sherilyn send you over to ask this of me? Can she not even show Silverpaws the respect of asking herself? Of course not. Either way, we can spare no further supplies. We've given the knights everything we can.
I'll pay for the poultices if I have to.
Ah, now you speak the language of the Bandari. You must understand, everything we sell we either buy somewhere else, or we pay for the materials we use to craft it. We cannot afford to simply give things away.
Well, there is a thing about the poultices. We do not have them just yet. The good news is that I had foreseen the need for them, so I sent our herbalists out to gather what they needed, but they haven't returned yet.
I didn't want to concern you. I thought the herbalists would be back any minute now, but now that I think about it, they have been gone a long time. I hope nothing unfortunate has befallen them. They went up to the water. They needed a special algae from the lake. Don't tell anyone, but that's one of the key ingredients in the Bandari poultices. If something happened to them at the lake, though, I don't know.
You there. This one needs assistance. Good meeting, Walker. Do you have a moment? My business partner is in trouble, and this one could use some aid. My partner, Skyward Eyes, darted into these ruins, seeking some ancient magical travel device to get her out of Bangkorai. Imperial invaders, perhaps? Giant chains dropping from the sky? Or maybe she just got spooked by a crow. Not sure. Anyway, she ran straight through those Daedra. And this one isn't going after that one. Will you help get her to safety? Just make sure Skyward Eyes is safe. This one's at her wit's end. This one will try to satisfy your curiosity. We sell Tamriel is Doomed survival kits. These are packs of basic survival supplies, like dried fruit and bandages. I manage the money. Skyward Eyes is our prophet of doom, and we scare enough locals to make a healthy income. Thank you. It works pretty well. At least until Skyward Eyes gets spooked by one of her own stories and bolts for the tall timber. Then we have inconvenience. Because she is kin to Shegorath. Sure, her terrified ravings drive our sales, but at some point she always heads for the horizon. We have to go after her and end up somewhere in East Fleabite, hiding from imaginary flying slaughterfish or some such. We didn't. At least this one didn't. We set up shop in Martyr's Crossing, but the Imperials wrecked the place. Skyward Eyes insisted we could escape through here. Joan and Jode told her all about it. This. She said something about an ancient Red Guard travel altar that the Shaveskins would use to escape. Sounds like skooma dreams to me. If you find her, you can ask her.
This one thought we were troll food. Ah, Silver Paws takes care of us. He would have been so proud of Deep Swimmer. We made all the poultices he asked for. But now, so many of us died. Silver Paws will be sad. Yes, they are needed, aren't they? Silver Paws knew they would be. The trolls weren't the only threat Deep Swimmer found here, though. He saw Imperials coming in on boats. This one thinks they will soon raid the crossing again. This one agrees. If the way is clear, we will run then. We will get these poultices back and put the guards on alert. This time, we will be ready for those dungy shave skins. Run fast, friends. Follow Deep Swimmer, and don't drop any poultices. Don't try to reason with Skyward Eyes. Just go with what she says. She's crazy as an Alfric hot in heat. If you have any questions, ask Nose on Pale. She's up front with our cart.
Ah, good, you are not a Daedra. They are this one's enemies, and must not hear this one's plans to escape the vampire skeevers. Happy day! Help this one perform the rite that will enable escape from the vampire skeevers. That is why Imperials invade Bangkorai, you know. Vampire skeevers. This one finds one of 2 runestones needed for Arlimahera's altar. That is an ancient Redguard device to get the user, me, safely out of Hammerfell. Will good-looking new friend get second runestone, the rune of transit from Southern Tower? Pretty, please? This one marks your map to runestone. You are true friend to this one, like Nose on Tail. good-looking friend has returned with the ruin of transit. Finally, this one can flee frightening land of Hammerfell. Now this one performs magic ritual. Focus of Redguard teleportation magic. Very powerful. Exactly what this one needs, I think. This one knows, sort of. No matter, this one improvises with skill. As for you, perhaps you will stand back a bit, you know, in case. Hello. This one needs to go to a safe place away from vampire skeevers. It works. This one feels it. To Reaper's March, this one goes.
So, where is Skyward Eyes? Did the Daedra get her, or did she escape? Reaper's March. You're pulling this one's hind leg. Did she say where in... No, wait. Of course she didn't. Well, this one thanks you anyway. To expect a better result would be folly.
How do you know?
The
Headed
herbalists
towards the
went
crossing?
to-
How many?
This one didn't count them, but there were many.
Time to make our stand then. Tell the other Bandari to be ready. St. Pellin's blood, I'm glad you're still here. Fobbing Imperials. I figured we had at least another day or two before they'd be back. The poultices helped, but there's not a knight here who's ready for battle. They're here, and right now, I'm damn glad of it. The cats are all carrying Alessian bows too. I just hope those bows still shoot straight. Either way, their arrows will only do so much. If you're willing, I put you on the line too. The Imperials are coming from the lake, so the worst of it will be at the northeast gate. If you'll plant yourself there and keep them from getting by, we might just make it another day.
If it isn't the five-clawed walker who saved our herbalists, Crazy Eye is very impressed. Are you here to help me fight these dungy Imperial dogs? The worst, or the best, depending on your perspective, Walker. It's your turn to be impressed now. Crazy Eye has her new bow. Together, this one and you will make Imperial pie. Are you ready? Crazy Eye is always ready. Here they come! Ha ha! Here they come! Don't worry, Crazy Eye has your back. There's more Imperials coming. More coming. Come to Crazy Eye, you dungy shave skin! They're turning back! Spotless fighting walker. Sharp claws!
I need a break.
When I shipped out with these knights, I thought I'd be using my needle and thread to mend their tunics, not their wounds. Maybe you can use these goods for something a bit less gory.
More mages. That's it. We could do with more mages.
Well, that went better than expected. Not one breach of our perimeter. Guess those Bandari are good at something more than just swindling. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. The Knights of St. Pellen are indebted to those cats. To you too. Now's our chance to end this, though. To make sure those raiders never show their faces here again. How would you feel about pressing our advantage? They're in retreat now, but they couldn't have pushed off from the shore yet. I say we burn their boats, or rather you burn their boats if you're up for it. That's what I like to hear. You like to fight, don't you? I get that. When I was younger, I felt much the same. Go burn the bastards' boats then. I'll say a prayer to St. Pellen for you, for all of us. The Bandari scouts said they could see the flames from here. Let's celebrate! Actually, I hope you don't mind, but I went ahead and started celebrating. After everything that's happened here, I deserved a drink. Silverpaws did too. Yes. I think I judged the Bandari too soon. Silverpaws is actually quite a gentleman. Or is it a gentle cat? I just hope he doesn't expect me to pay for this mead. No way. This one's on the house, and by the house, I mean the Bandari.
Do not tarry here with the wounded. You must retake the garrison. Don't let our deaths be in vain.
Do not concern yourself with me. My wounds are only superficial. There are many here in greater need of assistance than myself.
I have been watching out for you. It must be quite an honor to have the High King awaiting your arrival. King Emmerich thought you would be here ahead of him, but he has waited for you nonetheless. Not terribly long, but long enough that he has formulated a plan of attack. This plan requires someone to take quite a bit of risk. I tried to volunteer for the duty, but he insists that you be the one. So I wish you good luck, my friend.
All right, everyone. It's time to start making preparations. There you are. If you expected to find us scaling the walls already, I'm sorry to disappoint. Don't get me wrong. We considered taking a stab at it, but with our limited numbers, I don't really think that plays to our strengths. Well, let's see. We have this sewer entrance here that the Imperials don't seem to know about, and then, well, we have you, of course. I'm thinking to base our attack strategy around that. What do you say? Yes, sometimes victory means getting dirty, and that's quite literally true here. A passage in the sewers leads to the gatehouse. If you'll open the main gate, we can get into the garrison without having to scale the walls and lose half our men. Just so you know, while you're slogging through sewage, we won't be napping out here. We'll go ahead and assault the main gate. It'll create a good distraction. It'll also mean that if you fail, we'll all die. Just so you know. Unless the gods decide to strike me down before the battle starts. I've had enough standing around in throne rooms talking about fighting the Imperials. I miss the satisfaction of sliding a sword between the plates of an enemy's armor. Of course, battle runs in our blood. You think our family rose to royal power by attending teas, playing games at court, and currying favor with the right nobles? No, this king and queen work. At its heart, it's a bloody business. I haven't neglected that. I've looked at the garrison's layout and whatnot, and it'll really depend on what we find in there. I am confident we'll catch them off guard, so no matter what, we'll have to capitalize on that. The sad truth is we're not even sure. More than 200 Knights of St. Pellin were stationed here, but only a handful escaped. Their stories are all over the place. Giant Daedra scaling the walls, the dead rising from the crypt, who knows? That old witch was undoubtedly the mastermind. And actually, one of the knights who escaped claimed Septimus snuck into the garrison posing as a Red Guard refugee and then unleashed oblivion the next night. Knowing her, that's quite possible. Yes, I met her once, back before the soul burst. I'm ashamed to admit I actually fancied the girl. She was as cold as a Nordic winter, of course. I wonder if she's still attractive, though. Regardless, I think her head would look best on a pole.
Many more worthy than me have given their lives to protect this kingdom. My husband, my children. I am not afraid to join them.
Keep pushing! Drive the bastards back or put them down! I quite forgot how it feels. The rush of blood to the head, the sound and fury of battle. So what if I put on a few years? This is where I belong. I'm going to take back this garrison or die trying. I've captured a few keeps in my day, and I've learned the hard way. Whoever holds the courtyard holds the keep. So I'm going to seal our grip on this space. We should also hit the barracks, though, before the Imperials get their greaves on. Yes, but I'm not saying to slaughter a bunch of half-dressed soldiers. We're not Reachmen for Mara's sake. No, I'm hoping some of our knights are imprisoned there, and you can free them. We need all the swords we can get. After we've got the courtyard under control, we'll meet you up there. Oh, and if you see Septima Tharn or any of her commanders, feel free to take them down. I'd love to kill the old witch myself, but you're better qualified.
Torch it!
One favor I ask. If you see Commander Attius, kill him.
Commander Attius is down the hall. He tortured us. He needs to pay.
It's a damn good thing you came out. I was just about to charge in there and find you myself. If I had died, it would have been your fault. You don't want the death of a king on your head, do you? Gods, I probably shouldn't jest like that, not around Argella. Poor thing. There's no telling what these twisted imperial bastards might have done with King Eamond's corpse. He was about to be entombed here when the garrison fell, of course. The royal crypt. All of Bangkorai's rulers are buried there, to keep eternal vigil and such. The Imperials are doing something horrific in there. It's where they've formed their last line of defense. Whatever they're doing, I need you to stop them. East, across the bridge behind me. They're just throwing conscripts at us to keep us from getting across. They'll run out of fodder eventually. But if you'll lead the charge across on your way to the crypt, we can take the bridge now.
You're going to the crypt, aren't you? If those churlish rats have raised Eamond, you strike him down. Don't hesitate. I loved my husband, but I'd rather see him burned than in that state. Whatever happens, just make sure I don't see him.
I need someone to patch me up.
King's champion is coming, Magus General. Shall we make an example of this fool? Yes, of course. The Dark Anchor's first, then the Interloper. Thank you for this honor, Magus General. Glory to the Empire. Is ours. You imbeciles will soon witness the Empire's true strength.
cannot escape my wrath. You will see soon enough.
When you went below into the crypts, this foul, icy fog rolled in. The earth shook, and those dolmen emerged from the ground beneath our feet. We retreated here to await your return. The rest you can clearly see. I'm afraid the giant Daedric anchors from the sky issue is more your speciality than my own. I'll let you lead on this one. A wise leader knows how to delegate, my father used to say. He may have died in his cups, but the man knew his aphorisms. What could be more kingly?
Bangkorai is mine, mortal. You cannot possibly protect it.
Is ours! Mark my words, this victory will go down in the history books. This is the day the Empire began to crumble.
Knights of St. Pellin, many of your brothers and sisters died here, but this was the purchase of their sacrifice. Be grateful and be proud!
We have the bastards on the run now. Come, Margella. Come, experience the joy of watching your enemies flee from battle.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think we could retake the garrison. I expected to die here. I was even looking forward to it. But my heart is filled with happiness right now. Not for myself, but for the people of Evermore. Well, of course the war is far from over, but we've won a crucial battle. Definitely gave the Imperials a black eye. And Evermore is safe. I should return there, but I have a feeling Emmerich will want to press on to liberate southern Bangkorai. Whether it's wise or not isn't for me to say. All I can say is that if Emmerich wants to push on, I hope you will go with him. It's clear that any undertaking you're a part of is more than likely to succeed.
We gave the Imperials a healthy kick in the buttocks, didn't we? I bet they don't stop running until they're behind the walls of Harlin's Stand. We will have to go after them, of course. For one thing, I still haven't seen Septima. I just have to find out how the years have treated the old girl. There's also the matter of liberating southern Bangkorai. It's Covenant territory, you know. One grain of sand at a time, my friend. It's true we don't have the troops to go traipsing off into the desert, but one person can scout Harlin's stand and see if Septima's there. If only I had a loyal and capable friend here. Of course, you can go to Harlin's stand. Fabulous idea. Yes, my friend. The key to driving the Imperials out of southern Bangkorai will be finding and eliminating the Magus General. If you'll track Septima down, we'll be halfway done. It's a magnificent city right in the middle of nowhere. Only the gods know why the Red Guards even built it. But it's changed hands many times over the century. Not a subject to bring up when you have Faharajad and Argella in the same room. Queen Argella, of course. It's part of Bangkorai. Come to think of it, I don't even know why Faharajad wants it. Doesn't he have enough desert cities? You'd think he'd be lobbying for more territory in the wetlands for Mara's sake. Ha ha ha. Sweet Septima. I may have mentioned before, I actually met her when I was just coming of age, tagging along with my father to Cyrodiil. I took quite a fancy to her, but she mocked my advances most cruelly. My father was just a merchant lord from Cumberland, come to kiss the Emperor's ring. I didn't realize it, but I was hardly a match for a Tharn. Even back then, Abner Tharn would never have allowed his niece to be courted by someone like me. I believe they were aiming to conquer all Bangkorai, but we've shown them that that's not going to happen. Septima's likely plotting revenge now, but who knows? Her family's so corrupt with power and necromancy, their motives hardly make sense anymore.